In this video, we will be showing you virtual reality or VR. I'll talk about what it is, the different kinds of VR, and the various ways to incorporate it into your library. Virtual reality has been around since the early 80s. It uses computer technology to create a three-dimensional world in which users can interact in different ways. Today, there is a wide range of VR systems available. How you plan to use VR in your library will influence which system you purchase. Let's start with Google Cardboard. All you need for Google Cardboard is a cardboard headset, just like this one, and a smartphone. If you have unused cardboard, you can make your own headset or you can purchase them for $15. Then you go to the Google Play Store or the iPhone App Store and download the VR apps you want to play. Many are free, but some can cost money. While Google Cardboard is a great, inexpensive way to introduce VR to your community, keep in mind that the quality of the content won't be as high and the picture not as sharp, so the experience will not be as immersive as the more expensive headsets. So when I say immersive, I'm including three important factors: picture quality, sound quality, and the level of user interaction. Another relatively cost-effective option for a VR introduction is the Merge Cube system, like this. It's another headset and smartphone option. This also comes with a cube that can turn it into augmented reality, or AR. If you don't know what AR is, think of the popular game Pokemon Go. AR uses the real and virtual worlds, essentially adding virtual objects into a real-world view. It's pretty cool. The Merge Cube is a great low-cost introduction to both VR and AR and can be used in programs, at outreach events, or other library events. It's also great for all ages. There are also VR headsets that don't require a smartphone to run, like the Oculus Go and the Oculus Quest, but they do run about $100 to $200, depending on how many gigabytes of storage you think you'll need. For headsets like the Go, there is a built-in store where you can download free or paid VR content. These types of headsets provide a great VR experience without all of the equipment of the larger systems. The Oculus Go and similar systems usually come with a small controller, like this one, so that the user can better interact with the virtual environment that they see. These headsets are of high quality enough to provide a solid VR experience for you and your patrons. Because of their small size, they're also great to bring on outreach events. You could even purchase a few and have patrons interact with one another in the virtual world. Next, I'll show you the HTC Vive. The Vive is a fully immersive VR experience and one of the best on the market. However, the Vive is expensive and does require a powerful computer with a graphics card, processor, and both an HDMI and display port. For something like this, it's good to speak with your IT or computer department to see if this is a viable option. If it is, you can provide your community with the ultimate VR experience. So the Vive comes with two controllers, so one for each hand, a comfortable headset, and base stations so that all of its parts can work together well. These base stations work together to track the Vive headset. If one of the base stations isn't working, the Vive can't be used. This is definitely a downside, but when the base stations work, the experience is great. Once hooked up to a proper PC, the Vive can also be projected onto a screen so that everyone can see what the user is seeing inside the headset. This is great for programs, an event, and even to bring onto your main floor if you don't mind a little noise. It's important to note that setting up the Vive can take a little bit of time, so if it's something you're considering, make sure that you have the proper amount of time dedicated to set up before a program. You can also dedicate a space just to VR so that you can avoid setting it up each time. So let's quickly talk about games for the Vive. The Vive specifically uses a gaming platform called Steam. If you're a gamer or love a gamer, you've probably heard of Steam, to run. Steam itself is free, but many games are not. You will want to create a budget for your games so that you can purchase a selection. We recommend purchasing games that will work for a wide variety of ages and that don't require a ton of skill. Our most popular games are Far and Away, The Blue, Beat Saber, and Star Wars Trial on Tatooine. However, members of our community love a zombie shooter game and are always willing to try something new. You can also browse Steam for VR games only and download and try some free ones to get the hang of the whole system. Steam will also do great sales on games, especially around the holidays, so be on the lookout for that. As always, be sure to research your VR options and consider what would be best for your community. You can always start small and grow from there, but we definitely think VR is worth a try.